And a 1st and goal off that 14-yard penalty. Fitzpatrick's got a touchdown pass. For a 1st on 3rd down. Dalton, pass, intercepted. It is picked off. Oh, he's missed this time. And the Jets unable to get any points off the takeaway. Lost when they lost Marvin Jones and Mohamed Sanu for free agency. Looking for the long ball. And the man is there. Green has it for the touchdown.
Here he comes over the top. Receiver comes across. A lot of arrows there. But why would you stay? Oh, he got caught just sitting there, the safety. You got to backpedal when you're a receiver like A.J. Green going down the middle of the field and help out Darrelle Revis, who was expecting safety help.
From 15.
Just lets it go all out once again. Boy, and Eric Decker shows his power and strength.
Pause there, but it goes as another Fitzpatrick touchdown pass. They signed him in the offseason after Harrison left for the Giants. Dalton. Yet again, they get to the quarterback. Bring it over to the near side with Green about blocked, and he's past the 20. And here he goes sprinting down the sideline.
Back to Jim Nance.
Down the field they go, and it is caught by LaFell at the 22 of the Jets.
What a read. What a job by LaFell. They have one-on-one. Why not take a shot?
2nd and 10. That's Hill. To the end zone for the touchdown. Well, Jeremy Hill, he knows how to find that end zone. Dalton got one-on-one down this side, and it is
What a catch.
Caught.
Again, a quick release. When you go up there right on the line of scrimmage, tight coverage, all 3 receivers outside.
Dalton decked again. It's a new record getting to Dalton. No team had ever gotten to him this many times. That's the 7th time, and it's Leonard Williams again. With 58 seconds to go and 47 yards, Nugent's kick is good. Fitzpatrick steps up, and it is intercepted. Final score is Cincinnati 23 and the New York Jets 22. For this 3rd and 10. Fitzpatrick launching it long, and it is pulled down by Enunwa.
Top of the screen, Stephon Gilmore, a very good cover guy down the field.
3rd and 12, and Taylor's first pass way down the field, and it is caught in stride by Goodwin.
Top of your screen, Darrelle Revis is watching Tyrod Taylor drop back. He's trying to read the receiver and the quarterback, but you got to know who you're up against.
It's Forte. Quick contact, but he bounced off of it. Was it enough? Yes. Touchdown, New York Jets. As a Jet.
Thought he reached out, get the football over. There it is. He did cross the goal line.
1st and goal. Gonna throw to the end zone, and it's caught for the touchdown by Decker. Caught a touchdown in both games against the Bills. Now he's...
Yep, they're going to try the old hard count. The Jets fall for this too. Nope, they go for it.
4th and 1, and Manuel is going to have enough for the 1st down. Schmidt on the hold, and that kick is just inside. 3rd and 6. Taylor hesitated for a moment. Now breaks outside. Down the field, he's got a man open, and it's caught at the 30 by Salas. The former Jet takes it home for the touchdown.
Look, they got him inside. But then you went for the move, his little step up inside. That was enough to get the defensive end to go in. And then Tyrod Taylor got out of the pocket and made the play.
And caught, reaching back for it. And the ball is out of the pile, and taken off with it is Roby Coleman to the end zone. The last guy to hit him coming over the top, Preston Brown.
Preston Brown.
And then Nickel Roby-Coleman. Lined up behind Fitzpatrick. Already has one touchdown tonight, and he's got another one. Touchdown, Matt Forte. Here's a 2nd and 6. Gunning and down the field, completes. And Decker. First down from the 12. Forte. Cuts back middle. He's got a hole to the end zone. Gillislee splits the defenders and tries to get in. They say he stopped at the 1.
Got a fight going on in back by the line of scrimmage.
That's a touchdown.
It was a touchdown on the play.
Concerning for the Bills fans that Watkins couldn't even finish.
Throwing. Intercepted at the 35-yard line by Marcus Peters.
Fitzpatrick, he wasn't able to step into it the way he wanted. And Marcus Peters just had his eyes on Fitzpatrick the entire time.
Carries for 40 yards already, and Smith to throw. That's Hill out of the backfield, spinning away from the defense. Straight drop. Smith throwing. Crossing pattern. Kelsey looking for the corner, diving. Did he get there? Touchdown, Kansas City.
He's diving for that pylon.
That's the first touchdown in the first half that Kansas City has scored this year. Underneath is Powell out of the backfield, and Powell across the 45. Lost the ball. Covered by the Chiefs. Let's see if he's ruled down. He is not ruled down. Kansas City with the turnover again. Jalen Marshall from the 4. Right up the middle. Lost the football. Picked off by the Chiefs. This is Demetrius Harris for the touchdown.
Here on the kick return, you're going to see Jalen Marshall, the ball popping straight up into the air, into the arms of Demetrius Harris.
Alex Smith on the slant. It's there again. Kelsey. 35, 30, runs over a jet inside the 20-yard line. Ware turns the corner looking for the end zone, diving, touchdown.
After reviewing the play, ruling on the field is reversed. The runner lost possession of the ball, and the ball was fumbled forward into the end zone, which results in a touchback. 1st and 10, the Jets at the 20-yard line.
Fitzpatrick, end zone, tipped, intercepted in the end zone by Berry. Fitzpatrick steps up over the middle, and he's got his man, and that's Decker's first catch of the day. Decker inside the 30 for a first down. Down to 1, and they get it off. Stepping forward, throwing, tipped, caught in the end zone. Intercepted, Marcus Peters again. Fitzpatrick throwing far side. It is. That one is intercepted by Sorensen. That pass intercepted again. Derek Johnson. Johnson up the sideline. Now to the middle. To the 10. To the 5. Touchdown. 2 minutes to play. Fitzpatrick. With time, end zone, leaping, Marshall intercepted.
This was a big statement for an early season contest between these two.
Big day for the Kansas City Chiefs. Great defensive performance for the New York Jets, back to the drawing board.
On first down, a little loft to Jimmy Graham, one-hander.
Now they come out, they try a corner. Marcus Williams, but Jimmy Graham, just a bigger body.
7 or longer, teams are just 2 of 20. This is a 3rd and 9. Fitzpatrick guns wide, and Marshall wide open. He beats Sherman. Brandon Marshall. Blitz coming. Wilson's going to throw it deep for Jimmy Graham over the shoulder. What a catch. 2nd and 8. Fake the run. Pressure from Richardson. Wilson on the move. Throws. A connection.
Well, Doug Baldwin, one of the tougher players in this league. Russell Wilson biding time, stepping up in the pocket. Just another perfect ball.
The ball was caught. Unnecessary roughness. Number 25 defense.
That might be hard. 2nd down. Moves away from pressure, throws, end zone, touchdown! And that'll be a touchdown to Spiller.
Pete Carroll said, here's C.J. Spiller. He's going to run an option route right through the middle. I thought he had missed his opportunity, but Russell somehow threads the needle. Dangerous throw across the middle, but Russell Wilson, so much trust in himself, and apparently his receiver who arrived 70 hours ago into Seattle.
1st and 10 Seahawks. From the 15, Wilson guns one. Jimmy Graham wide open, and he's out from Arkansas. Fake to him, pressure. Wilson calmly eludes, throwing deep, wide open. It is Tanner McAvoy. His first NFL catch is a 42-yard touchdown.
Look at this protection. It's not looking good early. It's looking like Sheldon Richardson's going to walk in for a sack, but Russell Wilson again stepping up in the pocket. And then just left. Calvin Pryor somehow doesn't see McAvoy and then falls down in the middle of the field, and that's easy pickings for Russell Wilson. Keeps it a 1-score game.
4-man rush. They're going to set it up to Powell. Open field. Bilal Powell into Seahawk territory, and he's down. Fitzpatrick dumps off. Powell out of room, and a move. Bilal Powell, stiff arm fighting, and he's out of bounds.
Bennett can come around the edge.
1st down. Time and issue. Fitzpatrick going end zone. Marshall! Touchdown!
And we've seen him fall to his feet. Right there, he puts a great move, and then the back shoulder throw. You can't place it more perfectly than Ryan Fitzpatrick just did. That's beautiful football on behalf of the New York Jets.
It's in a touch today. Fitzpatrick standing and going that way again, one too many times. It's Sherman.
As it's going down the field, he knows back shoulder fade, and there he stops and beats Brandon Marshall to the ball.
He doesn't have a catch for Seattle. 2nd down. Wilson coming near side. Graham, jump ball. What a catch and what a throw.
This team, they've got a lot of weapons, and when you put Jimmy Graham in there, in addition to everybody else, watch out.
I'm out. They lose the challenge. 1st down, Seattle. Wilson to throw. There is Richardson. He's got the catch, and he's inside the 10.
Russell sees that, and he says, that's an easy one. I'm throwing there.
And he's had another big one here. 1st and goal. Wilson on the rollout. Going to throw to Michael, who's wide open. Michael reaches over. Touchdown.
Just poor pass coverage. Wilkerson and these guys must be saying, fellas, we're pressuring them. Can we have some pass coverage back there? Marcus Williams late to get there. I mean, that took a long time to develop, and yet there's no Jets defender around him.
From their own 9. Back to throw, looking far side, tipped. Earl Thomas, is that an interception? Sure looks like it.
One of the best football players he had ever seen.
Hauschka will try a 53-yarder, and it is good. This just to get the young guy going into this offense without Decker. Fitzpatrick hit as he throws, and there's no signal, and so instead Peake's going to run all the way to the end zone. On-field signals a touchdown. Right now, Peake's in for a touchdown. You know what? They're right.
Of the fumbling
His hand was going forward.
You see, you heard Earl Thomas saying his hand was going forward.
Oh, my goodness. Well, they're... Fitzpatrick over the middle. Intercepted. Richard Sherman has the 2nd one of the game.
But you can't make that throw with that guy, Richard Sherman, out there. And
For the first time they're back here at MetLife Stadium since winning Super Bowl 48. And the Seahawks take down the Jets 27-17.
We will also see Justin Burris and Darrell Roberts in the secondary. 3rd and 7. Roethlisberger dials up the deep ball, looking for the connection. He's got Coates! And he's gone! Touchdown, Steelers! Williams burned on the play.
Yeah, and it's just pure speed by Sammy Coates. This is the first time he's caught one of these long bombs and been able to get it into the end zone, but that was no contest. Beautiful ball right to that pink gloves of Sammy Coates, 72 yards, and the Steelers challenge the Jets where the Jets have been burned all year long. Man-to-man coverage, whether it's Revis or now Marcus Williams, it doesn't seem to matter.
I think a lot of teams are conditioned now to think that way. 3 tight ends in this formation and a big run. Matt Forte working the sideline. Tanner Purdom will snap it. The hold from the punter Edwards, and Folk connects. A long of 49 this season, career long of 51. They'll fake it. Jordan Berry, the punter, with a flag down. Berry gets tripped up from behind.
It's illegal formation. Offense, number 78. Steelers ball on the line of scrimmage. Penalty will be declined.
Low snap again. Fitzpatrick handles it. Throws and a curl by Marshall for extra yardage. Shotgun. Fitzpatrick fires. End zone. Juggle and caught. Touchdown, Brandon Marshall.
And Marshall picks it right off the top of his hat. Couldn't ask for better coverage by Cockrell, but he couldn't finish the deal. Marshall does. Talk about trusting your wide receiver. And why not?
Bell in the backfield. Shotgun. Roethlisberger rifles it underneath. Nice move by Coates. Sammy Coates looking for the angle.
Coates is a big guy. He's got 212 pounds on a 6'2 frame and a lot of speed, and finally he makes a play for Big Ben.
Roethlisberger. Wide open. Touchdown, Jesse James. Jesse James was left by himself. Easy touchdown for Roethlisberger. Has had a punt return for a touchdown in each of his last 3 seasons. The next one will set a Steelers record. Backpedaling. Makes a cut. Brown. Brought down. Fake field goal attempt in the second quarter. This one from 47 yards away. He's got it. Toss. The room for Bell to operate. And Roethlisberger is taking advantage of it. To Bell, to James, and again, Le'Veon Bell. A jump on 3rd and 3. Flags down. Roethlisberger will take a crack downfield, and why not? Le'Veon Bell in the backfield. Roethlisberger pumps and throws. Touchdown!
No pass rush at all by the Jets. He looks once, he looks twice, he looks a 3rd time, and finally Brown uncovers 3 yards deep into the end zone.
They're knocking on the door again. Roethlisberger pumps, loses the football, and ends up in the big chest of Sheldon Richardson. Out of the pistol. Fake it. Fitzpatrick fires to Marshall. First down, New York. 2nd and 8 for Pittsburgh. Shotgun for Roethlisberger. Tosses in stride. And Le'Veon Bell. Ben Roethlisberger, 348 yards. 12 in a row. Sammy Coates. Steelers looking for the knockout punch. Roethlisberger. End zone. Touchdown. Sammy Coates.
He's got to be the happiest guy in the world because he's had a rough day, but tough catch in traffic here with screen right on his back. But watch the ball placement here. Away from the 5'9" screen to the 6'2" Coates.
25th all-time meeting between these two teams, and the Steelers get it done at home. Final score at Heinz Field: Pittsburgh 31, the Jets 13.
1st and 10 from their own 42. Jets showing blitz and bring pressure. It's David Johnson. Beautiful cut. David Johnson off to the races. He will score. Touchdown, Arizona.
And Arizona has the perfect play called, a perimeter sweep with right guard Earl Watford pulling, but that's just great open field running, and right away the New York Jets miss middle linebacker David Harris.
With Ryan Fitzpatrick under center. Lots of time and a completion to Brandon Marshall, retreating. 7-0 Arizona. Carson Palmer quickly to Larry Fitzgerald for a first down. His career's win. He's put up impressive numbers, but never played in a postseason game, nor has Fitzpatrick, who finds Marshall. He gets away from Peterson. He's inside the 30 at the University of Arizona. 39-yard try to get the Jets on the board, and it is good. Now they hand it off to J.J. Nelson. Nice move. Stayed in bounds. Got the first down. 2nd and goal. David Johnson right through the middle, untouched. Touchdown, Arizona. 2nd of the night. Tip of Fitzpatrick and then went in motion. 0 for 4 on 3rd down tonight. They've averaged 11 yards to go, and that's through the hands of his intended receiver, Quincy Enunwa. And the Jets crowd the line again. They rush 5. Palmer gets rid of it. On target. I love his physical talent. He's still learning what they want him to do down to down. Marshall in traffic, held on. Of course, terrific player. He's out with a groin injury. They have a lot of depth. There's Ellington. Emerging star in the NFL. Do they give it to him again? They do. Touchdown, David Johnson on the 14th play of the drive. From the 41. 3rd and 6. And they convert on 3rd down. Sharon Peake held on. The record by quarterback is 7 different teams. Whoa! Peake got drilled. Lost the football. Is it a live ball? At least for the moment. Now no. DJ Swearinger delivered a crushing blow on Sharon Peake. Noisy homecoming for the Arizona native Ryan Fitzpatrick. In need of a big play and has one to Jalen Marshall. On 2nd and 20. Another 4-man rush. And the catch made by Enunwa over the middle. Fitzpatrick pressured by Golden. Got it off, and it's intercepted. The first turnover of the game goes to DJ Swearinger. On 1st and 10, Carson Palmer forced it down the field again to John Brown. 6 straight games to open the year with 100+ yards from scrimmage. The only player in the league to do that. Developed by Stanford University. Throw the corner. Michael Floyd. Touchdown, Arizona. On the Jets sideline, Geno Smith with his helmet on. He's been warming up. A number of his teammates going over and talking to him. It certainly appears that he's going to come into the game here in the 4th quarter. 28-3 with 8:20 to go. His first pass of the season caught Quincy Enunwa trying to run away from Tony Jefferson. There's 3rd down and 3. 2 out of 12 the Jets tonight. On 3rd down, contact made by Alex Okafor. The Jets down 28-3. They're at the Arizona 47. Here comes a Cardinal blitz. Geno Smith, tight spiral, intercepted by Tyrann Mathieu. Flag down on the play, and Mathieu is out of bounds back at the 38. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So Carson Palmer.
That's the right coach and the right supporting cast, and they're still throwing it.
Yes, they are. Drew Stan's pass deflected. It's that kind of night for the New York Jets. Started and won last week at San Francisco. Wow. Andre Ellington. First down, and smartly slides down inbounds to keep the clock moving.
Wow.
Stephon Taylor. Line of the defense is one of the best in the league. They haven't really played like it tonight. But John Wetzel was a guy who spent 3 full years on practice squads in Dallas and Indianapolis and Oakland. Never played. Finally got thrown in last week due to injury, and he's been terrific for Bruce Arians.
On injured reserve with shoulder injury. Ball gets away. Ravens have an opportunity in the end zone. Ravens on the board with a touchdown. Could not handle it. right through his hands.
Just a little high, a little to the right, but obviously one he needs to handle. Huge mistake in the kicking game early on. You wonder if there's a little bit of wind. I mean, he doesn't take his eyes off. That thing just goes right through his hands. Right to handle that.
Play fake. Flacco dials up the deep ball. Flacco downfield. It's caught. Mike Wallace with the grab. Beckham could not be stopped by Baltimore. Play fake. Smith trying to get out of trouble. He's down. Ravens lead it 10-0. They scored on a touchdown when the ball went through the punter's hands. Quincy Enunwa. Catch and run. Enunwa is gone. Touchdown, Jets.
Well, just a little curl route. You look at Enunwa, he sits down in the zone coverage. You know, when you think of Quincy Enunwa, you think of a possession-type receiver who was more power than speed and quickness. But look at him run away from that Ravens secondary.
Giving him trouble. Shotgun on 2nd and 10. Flacco slammed down by Richardson. Baltimore got its touchdown on a special teams gaffe, and now the Ravens facing a 3rd and 19. Catch on Kamar Aiken against Williams. We're in the second quarter with the Ravens in front 13-7. Smith sensing pressure. Smith in trouble. Smith brought down. Matt Judon, the rookie. The passing game for this Jets offense. Fitzpatrick throws it on time to Brandon Marshall. Halftime report. Under 2 minutes to go. A little trickery here. Robbie Anderson. Anderson down the sideline. And veers out of bounds. Fitzpatrick tosses underneath. Forte takes it in for the touchdown. Taking the lead late second quarter.
Really nice job on the screen. You're going to see Forte's part of the protection, and then he's going to turn the end man on the line of scrimmage loose. Fitz is just able to flip it to him. He's able to find that big offensive line out in front of him that does the rest. Really nice design here by Chan Gailey. The screen game has been very effective against this Ravens defense.
Hitting at 14-13, under a minute to go in the half. Flacco, a dart. It's complete. Kamar Aiken downfield. For Geno Smith, trying to revive his NFL career. Fitzpatrick hooks up with Forte. Matt Forte still going. We are just underway in the third quarter. Fitzpatrick steps up and takes a shot. Tries to flip it at the end of the play. That could be considered winnable for the Jets. Fitzpatrick on a 3rd and 6. And Fitzpatrick is devoured by Jernigan on a 3rd and 10. Flacco throws it high. Intercepted again. Marcus Gilchrist has got it. And he's out of bounds. 2nd and 5 now for New York. Forte again. He's got a running one. Forte bursting through. And he's dropped inside the 5 throughout the season. 2nd and goal. Forte slithers. And then the Ravens are there. Ravens come away with the football. Baltimore has got it with Timmy Jernigan. He fumbles it. Team's trying to jump on top of it.
Fumbled by New York, was recovered by Baltimore and advanced. Then fumbled by Baltimore, recovered by New York. It'll be 1st and goal.
On a 3rd and goal. Give it to Forte. Takes it in for the touchdown.
Carry a fullback so they have their extra tight end in there. Bostic, look at this gaping hole. It's too easy for a back like Matt Forte. Good job handling the penetration. They decide to run off tackle.
Will Davis in for him. Webb has left with a hamstring injury. And Fitzpatrick is dumped at the 30 by Judon.
To make your declarations up at there.
Shotgun. Fitzpatrick throws. Hauled in. Robbie Anderson. The Jets get it done against the Baltimore Ravens. And now it's the Ravens who are in a free fall.
Right to work on 1st down, looking for his tight end, Barnage. A Pro Bowler a season ago with a nice catch. Pastor with the block at the right tackle. The wobbly pass caught by Terrell Pryor, who breaks a tackle. He moves down deep. It's second and goal at the 5 with McCown getting blocks from his tight end and then throwing in the end zone for a touchdown.
You look at McCown, he's looking initially, it's not there. He has the ability to keep his eyes down the field. Always has thrown the ball well in the move and is able to find a wide open Andrew Hawkins.
Fitzpatrick, he needs the 35. Oh, and he got it, and he lost his hat in the process. What a hit.
We know how tough a player he is, but boy, that was a big hit by the safety.
Wow, it was a helmet-to-helmet hit, as you can see. What a hit taken by Fitzpatrick. Third possession for the Browns, 1st and 10. Josh McCown getting by the rush of Richardson, feeding downfield. They got him. It's caught by Pryor. Powell in the backfield. Giacomini the block. And they come up the middle. Powell in 3rd and 10. Getting a block from Johnson, and look at this run. Look at that block by Marshall. Over the pylon, it is a touchdown.
At the line of scrimmage, you see him, he goes up there, he sees something in the secondary. He knows that they're playing 2-deep man coverage, and all they've got to do is block the defender who's covering Bilal Powell in coverage, which is Tracy Howard.
Up and out with a screenplay. Quick over the block. Here comes Crowell. Always breaking tackles. He's into the secondary. Crowell. Touchdown.
This is a good-looking run. He's a very determined runner. I've been impressed with Isaiah Crowell's toughness. He can do real damage if he gets enough touches. This is a good physical run from a yard out.
Pastor came in there and made a block. 1st and 10. Johnson was in the backfield. That's the target. Nice spinning catch. Harris is chasing. They deploy Forte as a receiver top your screen. Here's a nice spinning catch made by Marshall on 2nd down and 11. 2nd down 9 into 6 defensive backs. In stride again. Anunwa breaks 1 tackle. Breaks another tackle of Kindred. Breaks a 3rd tackle and takes it in. A touchdown. The Jets are back in business.
Well, Anunwa, he's much better and more comfortable working inside. And he's such a big, physical, powerful receiver with the ball in his hands after the catch. He is a tough tackle in the open field.
To the 1st and 10. Going deep, he's got Anunwa. What a catch! And there he goes. With Forte, who gets the call. He'll slice his way in for the touchdown. 4-yard touchdown run.
Matt Forte, he just follows his big guard right downhill. He's able to bounce it from the A-gap to the B-gap between the guard and tackle.
There was a block by Anunwa, and there goes Powell. There he gets a block downfield from Peak. There was a block by Carpenter. It's a touchdown run by Matt Forte. A 2-yard touchdown run.
Well, Forte has really run the ball well inside.
2nd down and 5. Looking long. Revis almost had it, and it was picked off on the play by Gilchrist. They were both back there watching Pryor. It's a turnover. Powell in, 2nd and 10. And across the middle here comes Marshall. Room to roam and out of bounds. McCown, drilled by Pryor and picked off on the play on the ricochet.
He was just jump outside.
1st and 10. Down the middle, Duke Johnson. And caught by Hawkins for his 2nd touchdown of the day.
Quick throw here to the flat. Now they've got to go for 2. Kick an onside kick.
So they get the win today, the Jets do, after trailing 20-7 at halftime. Go on to score 24 unanswered points and come up with their 2nd consecutive win. And for Hugh Jackson, they remain winless. They have lost the Browns today.
Fitzpatrick gonna run it. Got a first down. Lateraled it to Bilal Powell. And he's down at the 25-yard line. And the kick is good. Tannehill on the move. And throwing it wide open. He's got his man at the 35 and out of bounds is Dominique Jones, the tight end. On 2nd and 6, Ajayi again. And this time he finds room on the left side to the end zone for the touchdown. Under pressure, he threw it up the middle and he's got it. Close to the 30-yard line, Jalen Marshall with the catch. And boy, did Fitzpatrick get drilled as he let the ball go. Forte, running room, left side to the 10, the 5, touchdown. Quick pass, he can throw it. Landry looking, throws, and underthrew his intended receiver at the 10. That was Marquise Gray. Tannehill going to loft this one down the sideline. It's complete to Williams, and Williams on 2nd and goal. Tannehill going to throw it back this way. Nice grab made by Landry. Landry to about the 2, maybe the 1. Marcus Gilchrist losing his helmet on the way. And Tannehill going to throw for it to the near side. Caught at the corner of the end zone. Touchdown. Dominique Jones. Over the middle. That's complete. Breaking free is Jalen Marshall. Marshall close to midfield for a first down. Oh, they're going to look for Forte to get it. He's got that and then some. To the 30, 25, 20. And knocked out of bounds at about the 12.
Well, I'm going to say as Enunwa took a bad angle on that. He took too high upfield.
From 21 yards out, the kick is good. 5:20 to play, first half. Attempt, and it is good. Fitzpatrick on first down. Intercepted at the 30-yard line. To the 20, 15. Jordan Phillips. 6'6", 335 pounds, leaping over the opponent.
And be able to hold him to a field goal attempt is important.
Andrew Franks from 25 yards, and it is good. Fitzpatrick. Oh, what a grab at the 35-yard line by Brandon Marshall for a first down.
Fitzpatrick taking the knee, just not feeling right.
No, he isn't. And goes down to a knee again.
He's going to go down to try and give Bryce Petty a chance to get loose. As Fitzpatrick was going to the line, you could tell it just wasn't right. So he turned around to the official and took a knee.
Petty tosses a little screen. Bilal Powell with running room. Inside the 20. Forward progress will be marked at about the 17-yard line. And that one is good. Throws far side of the field. That is complete, and first down yardage and more for Dominique Jones. Fitzpatrick over the middle, wide open. It's caught by Enunwa. 2nd and 11. And Fitzpatrick going to go deep again, far side of the field. Going up and coming down with it is Robbie Anderson. Anderson to the end zone, but he'll be marked down. Fitzpatrick going to loft it, and nobody there except Dolphins. It's intercepted. Matt Darr dropped the football. And the Jets are going to get the ball inside the 20-yard line. 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick throwing for the end zone. Touchdown! This bodes well for field position. And this is Kenyon Drake. Drake to the 20, 25. Breaking through and up the middle. Drake, midfield, and he could go. 10, 5, touchdown Miami! Fitzpatrick under pressure and goes down.
Too early by Stanford.
4th time today, Miami has gotten a first down by A Jet penalty, and here is Ajayi inside the 30 to the 25.
Got themselves in position, took the lead, and then that kickoff return gave them the go-ahead score.
For Todd Bowles and the Jets, a third straight just crushing defeat. Their two-game winning streak is snapped. The Dolphins extend their winning streak to 3 in a row.
He grew up in Aliquippa, Pennsylvania. He's been one of the all-time great cornerbacks, all day to throw. And a one-handed reception by Britt, left all alone. He'll tiptoe out of bounds along the sideline. And now first down at the Jets' 25-yard line on this opening possession of the game. They pitch it to Benny Cunningham, and he's sniffing the end zone, and the big fella is run out of bounds just inside the 1-yard line, the 1-foot line. Not once. Field goal is good. They give it to Gurley, and that's by far his best run of the day. His first 4 carries totaled 4 yards. And this is very close to a 10-yard gain. Out of the shotgun. And they're looking for the long ball down the field to Anderson. And they're tied up with a football, and it's going to belong to Anderson. What a reception. Fitzpatrick had the outstanding season a year ago when the Jets won 10 but failed to reach the playoffs. Forte bounces off the left side, still on his feet, flag down. Forte inside the 10, down to the 5. We wait on the penalty.
He will match up with Brandon Marshall because of his size.
Put it in the hands of Marshall, and they flip it to Powell. How about that one? Touchdown, Jets. And now the point after by Folk. First down from their own 15, and Keenum out of the shotgun looking for a long one of his own. Right on the money. What a throw to Kenny Britt. And again, he beats 4 receptions, just 15 yards. Big running room for Forte. All the way across the 40, tripped up to the 42-yard line. On each of their last 3 drives. And no team in football has had more 3-and-outs offensively than the Rams. The discipline. Incredible discipline. And that's Austin. He escapes 1 tackle and is run out of bounds. It'll be first and goal for the Rams inside the 10. His only 2 misses all year were from 55. Good snap, good hold, good kick.
Exactly. And the Jets left their defense on the field for precisely that reason, Tom. They played what we call punt safe.
Look at this punt. All the way back to the 5-yard line. And Jalen Marshall is struck down at the 14-yard line. That hecker is some kind of weapon. Led him on a 99-yard touchdown drive in the opening half, but nothing since. And now Gurley, who in the 4th quarter of games this year has been virtually non-existent, where his career began, won a Super Bowl in New England. And here's Gurley, powerful running, and a first down to the 30-yard line.
Who's a former cornerback in college and can run with running backs.
Field goal try, and it is good from 34 yards out.
And set them up for that field goal drive.
First down, and Petty on the mark. And 7, the Jets from their own 42-yard line. Across the middle, and it is intercepted by Alec Ogletree.
And they were emphatic that they thought Goff should be playing. But even beyond that, it's what you keep putting on this defense. That's a hard way to go for this defense, where every week, every possession you play on D could decide the game for your team.
That's 1 more win than the Arizona Cardinals have for 2nd place, and 4 wins right now. You're in the hunt.
And don't forget,
wild card in the NFC.
Fitzpatrick throwing for Marshall. Pulled it down. Catch is made at the New England 35-yard line. 51 yards out. On its way. And more than enough leg. This is LeGarrette Blount. Blount trying to turn the corner. Now going to change direction with Brady as a blocker. And gets the first down.
Every New England Patriot fan was watching Tom Brady lead this and saying, just get out of the way, go down, fall down, something, get out of the way. You see him come back, he's trying to lead it, and he avoids every. He could do it.
3rd and 7 now. Brady with all kinds of timing, going to go deep. He's got Gronkowski. Incomplete.
Just after the Patriots' last offensive drive, we saw tight end Rob Gronkowski head to the locker room. The team is telling us he is questionable to return with a back injury. Now, keep in mind, he didn't travel to San Francisco last week due to a chest injury. We're taking a look at a play from 2 series ago. We're not positive if this is where he sustained that injury. As far as the sideline goes, he wasn't receiving any treatment. It was just a lot of conversations with the team staff before he walked off the field.
On 2nd and 1, Fitzpatrick going to throw for it all the way down the far sideline. That's caught. On 2nd and goal, quick pass for Marshall. Touchdown.
On the field.
Brady, quick pass out here, and the double pass. Hogan throwing it downfield, and it's incomplete, and penalty markers fly.
It is very impressive.
Defense, number 27. By rule, the ball is placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic. First down.
And that kick is good. On 2nd and 9, Fitzpatrick on the move and throwing, and got his man across the 40. That's Robbie Anderson. Anderson lost the ball. Malcolm Butler with the recovery. Brady with time, sideline, looking for Edelman, and he pulled it in. With that last completion, went over 60,000 career passing yards.
Punch out in recovery.
Brady lost the handle, picks it up, throws to the end zone. Caught in the end zone for a touchdown by Malcolm Mitchell. Blocked. Picked up at the line of scrimmage by Dante Hightower. 12 seconds to play. Brady going to go for it all. The end zone. It is incomplete. On its way. Did he pull it? He did pull it. How active Bennett can be. Meanwhile, the give is to Blunt. Blunt turning the corner. And out of bounds at about the 30-yard line. From 29 yards out. And that kick is good. From the 45. Fitzpatrick with time and throwing, incomplete to Marshall. 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick going to go for it all on this side. It is caught. Did he come down in bounds by Quincy Enunwa? We're still waiting on the verdict from this.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field has been changed. Receiver caught the ball. It was a touchdown. The Jets are timeout.
Space. Take one more look at it here. Just a perfectly thrown ball where only Quincy Enunwa could come up with it. You see him secure the ball, his backside hits, and the ball doesn't budge when he hits the ground.
Hogan in motion. Brady stepping up, throwing wide open over the middle. He hits his man inside the 40. That's Hogan. Brady going to go the other way. Far side, has a man opening through his hands. Malcolm Mitchell had it go right through his hands in the end zone. It is good. Fitzpatrick gets it out, and it's incomplete. Drop by Bilal Powell. Brady throwing. It's got his man. That's Edelman. Edelman out to the 40 or so, and a first down. Throw it to the side. It is caught for a first down. James White made the catch. Brady with time, wide open down the middle of the field. He hits Chris Hogan. Brady pass. It is caught Touchdown! Malcolm Mitchell. 2. They give it to White coming across and makes it into the end zone.
After reviewing the play, the ruling on the field has been changed. Ball carrier did not get the ball inside the goal line with possession in the end zone. Therefore, the try is no good.
Patriots, 2nd and 5. Fitzpatrick under pressure. He got hit from behind. The loose ball is picked up by the Patriots.
Chris Long.
Trey Flowers with the football.
Play fake to the ageless Gore. Luck on target, caught. Jack Doyle, the motion man. The Jets blitz. Luck got it off to a wide open receiver. Touchdown. Dwayne Allen walks in for Indianapolis. Is being considered to be an ambassador in the new administration. Minutes to go in the first quarter. Quick snap to Luck. 5-man rush, wide open receiver, another busted coverage by New York. Very little energy in the stands. Luck steps up, another man wide open. Where is the defense? Dwayne Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the night. He was letting the defense have it. Fitzpatrick over the middle, caught. Brandon Marshall ripped down by Mike Adams. Another blitz. Look out, Andrew. He throws it away. And is it caught in bounds? Yes, it is. Luck surrounded, in trouble. Did well to hang on to the ball as Williams yanked him down back inside the 45-yard line. Low snap, fielded on a hop by Pat McAfee. Chuck Pagano says we have the best punter in the league, and there's another example of it. Fielded the snap and dropped it inside the 5-yard line. Christopher Milton downed it. And McAfee, one of the characters in the game. Little golf wave. The forte, 9th all-time among running backs. Bolt blitz. Fitzpatrick, the quick throw to Quincy Enunwa, did well to stay on his feet. As coordinator of the Jets, they set the franchise record for total yards and passing yards in the season. Sidearm throw. Fitzpatrick got it off to Forte. Look at Forte go. Chopped down inside the 30-yard line. Locke Edwards, the holder. Bit of a high snap. But the kick is good by Folk. Pro football history. Andrew Luck off to a terrific start tonight. Throws a wobbler. He got bumped as he threw it. It still got. And a 23-yard gain on the pass to Hilton, his 4th catch of the night. Frank Gore rumbles through the secondary. And he continues to move up the ladder on the all-time NFL rushing list. They try a 53-yard field goal. Ooh, the late hook. And it is good. 2nd and 6. On the fringe of military field goal range. Now they're in it, and perhaps more. T.Y. Hilton. We like him because he loves Spider 2 wide banana. Luck to the end zone, and a catch in traffic by Dwayne Allen. His 3rd touchdown of the night.
Never in a huddle. They didn't even have a playbook at Baylor. But after this interception, I'm going to get a good look at Petty to start the 3rd quarter.
Hackenberg's been inactive for every game this year. Luck, they're getting greedy. They can sense the kill, and Dorsett.
Pass interference. Defense, number 51. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul. Automatic first down.
The Colts already leading 24-3. Luck. Jack Doyle's open. Jack Doyle's inside the 5, lunges and lost the ball. And what is the call? It's going to be a touchback. He lost the ball, and it'll go over to the New York Jets.
As Doyle approaches the goal line, it's Montez Miles filling in for Calvin Pryor with a heck of an effort.
Yep, the ball's coming out. It didn't break the plane.
That's a great call by the official.
press man coverage as often as he used to because of the wrist. He can't jam people at the line of scrimmage, and he's not really good at playing way off. Colts on the move again. Luck with a lot of time. A little bit of a wobbler, but it found Hilton trying to get away from screen. Hilton shaking and baking and down 2.5 this year. 1.5 of those were in game 1 against Cincinnati. 1 since. To the end zone. Luck. Touchdown. Dante Moncrief. The new quarterback here in the second half for the New York Jets. Bryce Petty, the 25-year-old. 4th-round pick last year out of Baylor, where he was the Big 12 Offensive Player of the Year in 2013. 2-year starter for the Baylor Bears. Started once earlier this season against the Rams when Fitzpatrick and Geno Smith were injured. The crowd roared when he came in. 2nd and 12. He's throwing a deep ball down the field, and it's dropped. And stronger, and he has, but he's still thin at 190. Petty, good ball. 1st down. The chance that they really need is a developmental lead. Deep throw. Anderson couldn't run under it. Right guard Denzel Good out with a concussion. Luck steps up. He was surrounded for a moment. Keeps running and has the 1st down. He grew up around it. His dad, Oliver Luck, played in the NFL. Wow. Andrew on target. What a night for Dwayne Allen. I'd rather have your salary. Adam Vinatieri straight down the middle from 36 yards. Rookie season last year, was inactive for most of the games. Started 1 game this year against the Rams. Deep throw again for Anderson. It's intercepted by Mike Adams, the veteran from about 12 miles away in Paterson, New Jersey, with a happy homecoming. And he almost brought it all the way back. Out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. It was a good effort. Robert Turbin turns the corner, lunges for the end zone and has it. Touchdown Colts.
For these young quarterbacks.
Christian Hackenberg, their 2nd-round pick, inactive for every game this season.
And it'll be a difficult decision. I think Mike Glennon is a name to keep an eye on.
Bryce Petty, deep throw for Anderson. They can't connect again. Petty, another deep throw for Anderson. They connect that time. Touchdown, New York Jets. Petty floats one. Nice throw and a catch made. This is going to end a losing streak of 5 straight games in prime time for the Colts. Bryce Petty's pass intercepted by Daryl Morse. So the Jets have lost 3 straight games at home. First time since 1975 that they played 3 straight games at home and lost them all. That was back in 1975. Joe Namath started all 3 consecutive losses at Shea Stadium. Indianapolis in a 3-way tie now for 1st place in the AFC South.
No, you stay big, you stay big. Petty in the shotgun now on 2nd and 8. Quick pass, all picked off inside the 15-yard line by Jimmy Ward. 1st and goal from the 7. Kaepernick rolls, throws, complete at the 5, and to the end zone. Carlos Hyde, touchdown.
Big thing here that 49ers take advantage of that interception. Hyde just running out to the flat. Screen not strong enough to bring him down as he reaches that right arm.
Give on 1st down, and Carlos Hyde once again. Hyde to the 20, to the 10, dragged down at the 5. It'll be 1st and goal. Marcus Gilchrist saved the touchdown.
It's coming into this game. They're 4th in the National Football League in run defense. You can see the lane right through the middle is wide open for Hyde to take it. This 4-game losing stretch that the Jets are on, they're giving up 123 yards a game on the ground.
47-yard pickup. Sean Drone in the backfield. Drone straight ahead. Touchdown. Petty pulls it down and can't escape and goes down back at his own 16-yard line.
His ability to take off and run is something defensive coordinator Casey Rogers told us they have to keep in check.
Kaepernick now on the seam. He's got his man, tight end Blake Bell. Kick on its way, and he pulled it to the left. On 2nd and 4, this is Hyde, and Hyde up the sideline and across midfield and into Jets territory.
Carlos Hyde picking up from last week. That was one of the few bright spots against the Bears a week ago. Still has yet to throw an incompletion.
Kaepernick on the slant has his man wide open over the middle, Jeremy Curley, and Curley out of bounds at about the 22. And he pushed that one to the right.
Knocking on the door of the wild card spot.
On 2nd and 6, this is Powell again, and Powell with the first down to midfield and into San Francisco territory to the 48. Lachlan Edwards will hold. And that one is good for the Jets. This is Carlos Hyde. Hyde turning the right corner and breaking free down the sideline. And out of bounds, short of the 30-yard line.
Off the field for the 49ers. He's injured. He's 89 right there. Comes around on the backside to try and crack back on that block, and you see Hyde well over 100 yards now.
Here's Phil Dawson from 47 yards out. He's never missed more than 2 field goals in a game. And this one's right down the middle. By the way, Gerald Hodges, who was helped off the field a moment ago, is back onto the field for the 49ers. Powell with running room across midfield into San Francisco territory. And throwing deep down the far side of the field, and going up and making the catch is Robbie Anderson.
He's in safety. He'll be coming from the right side of the screen. He looks like he's going up to get this interception. Hopefully get things going their way for the Jets.
That kick stays inside the upright. Here comes the pressure. Here's the sideline throw, and that one is caught by Marshall.
I don't know if he's had a day like that in his career.
Petty over the middle, and that's complete. And breaking inside the 20 into the 15. And Powell shakes one tackle, fights his way to the end zone for the touchdown.
Walked off the line of scrimmage. Not a whole lot of effort getting pushed off that ankle, but Powell, what a tremendous effort ripping through arm tackles. That'll get reviewed. It looked like maybe that left knee went down before the ball broke the plane. I know all scoring plays are reviewed.
Petty trying to shake the tackler, and he makes it into the end zone.
Try and get this thing closer if you do have to try a field goal.
Powell, first down and then some, 35, 30-yard line. And it is good.
With what he wants done with his football team.
This is Hyde to the outside, breaks through. Cross midfield and bounced out of bounds by Rontez Miles. Hyde with the football and doesn't look like he made it. The Jets put the stops on him at the 37-yard line.
So any score at this point in time, the game would be over.
Powell. First down. Petty getting outside, sets himself up, throws over the middle, and that is caught at the 25-yard line. Robbie Anderson with the grab.
Rolling one direction to throw back across your body. This is a gutsy throw. He's running out to his left. He plants and throws back across the field.
Go! Penalty marker flies as Powell goes left side to the 10, to the 5, touchdown! Let's check the flag.
They're going to say a Nunwa. Oh, actually, it looks like a lined up in the neutral zone. They're going to call it on 49ers, so the game would be over.
Defense, number 55. That penalty declined. The result of the play is a touchdown.
And the New York Jets snap their 4-game losing streak, win number 4 of the year, and hand the San Francisco 49ers a 12th straight loss.
Well, that's a tremendous comeback for the Jets as they were down 14-0 early on in this game with a young quarterback, Bilal Powell, with a huge day for the Jets, 145 yards rushing and the game-winning touchdown there, but what a big blow to the 49ers.
This is 3rd and 11. And Petty throws it complete to Powell, and Bilal Powell across the 40 to the 45-yard line, a pickup of 21. And showing command of the offense here, getting to another play and firing in the middle, complete. On the run, Robbie Anderson inside the 10. Opening drive touchdown, New York Jets. From the 49, complete to Powell. Missed tackle in the open field, and Bilal Powell, who ran just like that this year. 2nd and 13 for Petty, surveys the field, open in the middle. It's Brandon Marshall for the first down. Marshall inside the 21 to the 20-yard line. 3rd and 4. There's 2 linebackers sniffing in there. They get out. Petty's going to get hit and go down. And the ball came out as well. Cameron Wake hit him. It is free, and it belongs to the Dolphins. We said their D-line's got to show up. They do on that play. Get the ball back. In for the injured Ryan Tannehill. Going to go back to the air again. Climbs the pocket, throws to the corner. Caught by Gray. Marquise Gray hangs on. He's down at the 1. 3rd and goal. Moore will roll it. Thought about running. Now will throw, and it is caught. Inbounds or no? They say no, incomplete. Let's see. Catch there. That left knee skins down.
Does he
inside.
have possession?
Ruling on the field is a touchdown. The receiver had control and a knee down in the end zone.
2nd and 10. And Petty throws an interception right into the waiting arms of Cameron Wake. Cameron Wake comes up with the interception, the first of his NFL career. One of the 4 rookie head coaches this year in the NFL, and 8-5. Pressure coming, Moore gets hit, puts it up top, racing is Stills, who's got it? Kenny Stills! Touchdown Dolphins! 3rd and 10 with 1:02 to go. Powell, check down, can he get there? Beautiful move by Powell for the first down at the 38-yard line. He'll bring some heat again, and Moore puts it up top for Parker, underthrown, and Burris comes up with his first NFL interception. The Dolphins bust through. Walt Aikens blocks it, scoops it, scores it. Touchdown Miami.
He's working on Brandon Wiles, and Wiles just doesn't get enough of him, doesn't get a piece at all. Aikens takes advantage of it, scoop and score. As you said, the 2-point conversion a week ago. He also had a great play on special teams down on the ball at the 1-yard line.
Jets take over from their own 19, now down 10. Petty takes the sideline shot, and that one's intercepted.
He goes up, plays the ball, pulls it down.
With a big pick there. Moore from the 40. Middle of the field, Landry. Jarvis Landry on the spin. Gain of 20. Gain of 25. Landry gets 31 yards. From the 29, Moore back to the air. Putting it up top for Deion Sims, the tight end. He makes the catch. Sims keeps crawling down to the 1-yard line. Moves to the outside. Moore rolls, throws across to Sims for the touchdown. We'll be previewing the Giants-Lions game. Moore, the slant, Landry on the run, look out. Jarvis Landry, 40, 30, Landry beats Pryor. Landry, touchdown Miami. So it is very possible in 24 hours as Petty gets crushed again, hit by 2. As he put it up, is complete to Robbie Anderson. Sue lifts him off the ground. He's totally exposed and takes a brutal hit. Bryce Petty walked over with the assistance of the athletic training staff, the doctors, all taking a look. He just took a ridiculously brutal hit. Dolphins on their way to sweeping the Jets for the first time since 2009. 4th and 6, and Fitzpatrick intercepted by Tony Lippett. The Miami Dolphins, a winning season to 9-5, and most importantly for them, they put the pressure on Denver and everybody else.
The cement capital of the state of Texas. Petty's pass knocked up in the air, intercepted by Butler. Motion man is Hogan. Brady fires. End zone. It's caught by Bennett. Touchdown, New England.
Brady looking for the big guy the whole way. At 6'6", you got to throw it up high over the shorter defensive back Miles.
Off a deflection. Hand off. Ball pops free, and it's recovered by Malcolm Butler. Fitzpatrick on first down. Up in the air. Intercepted. What a play by Eric Rowe. They're well aware of the sense of urgency here today. Brady. Touchdown! Matt Lengel.
Lengel hangs on to this bullet from Brady. But look, there's nobody around Brady.
The first catch of his career. And it's from Tom Brady.
That penalty worth 47 yards.
Brady hooks one. End zone. Caught by White. Touchdown, Patriots.
Singled up on the outside is James White. He gets beyond the linebacker, David Harris. The ball again on target from Brady. Ankle yesterday, I think he was kidding me.
I think he was trying to throw you off the scent. Brady spins away. Brady sets up, throws deep downfield, and connects with Edelman. LeGarrette Blount takes it in for the touchdown.
Getting in behind Devlin and making Calvin Pryor miss, and that leads to a walk-in touchdown. Devlin with a big block that time on Harris. And all the Jets standing up watching Blount go right by him.
It's rare that you see those numbers equal. Knocked up in the air, and Butler's got it for New England. Malcolm Butler slowed down, and a flag. Another Jets turnover. On 3rd and goal. Blount hammers it in for the touchdown.
It's just another body blow from the Patriots right to the midsection of the Jets. And another score for LeGarrette Blount.
A blowout in Foxborough. The Patriots take care of business.
On first down, Bilal Powell has some room. Powell, second level running out to the 45-yard line. Powell, the running back. They give to Powell up the middle and thrown back. That's going to depend on the spot, and right now it doesn't look like Bilal Powell got it. 1st and 10, and it's McCoy, and McCoy greeted by a host of Jets, including Freddie Bishop, the first-year man out of Western Michigan.
Yeah, he was slammed into that ground pretty hard. You see the left arm, elbow, and then he kind of limped off as well. So you just no telling what that might be.
Fitzpatrick taking a deep shot for Enunwa, and he's got him! Quincy Enunwa into Bills territory. It's a gain of 51 for the second-year man out of Nebraska. Try to get an update as soon as possible. Bilal Powell breaking off tackles. 3rd down and 8. Fitzpatrick with pressure coming, steps up, finds Enunwa at the 5, leaps, and Quincy Enunwa has a Jets first down.
To get inside that 5, and really Enunwa looked like he was going to be able to score, even if he could just taken one more step before Darby undercuts him.
2nd and goal for the Jets. Play action. Fitzpatrick on the run. Fires, caught, touchdown. Bilal Powell.
Yeah, nothing fancy about it. They just got the Buffalo Bills defense outflanked. The rollout pass, and Bilal Powell scooted out into the flat.
Play action. E.J. Manuel fires, and it's complete to Sammy Watkins inside the 25-yard line. Bills need to get to the 3 for a first down. Manuel wide open, incomplete. Charles Clay was wide open. That was a touchdown and a big-time missed opportunity for E.J. Manuel.
Missed opportunity.
So here's Dan Carpenter for a 34-yard field goal attempt, and the kick is good. So 3rd down and 10 for the Jets.
Fitzpatrick. That pass is caught by Teron Peak. 2nd down and 4 for the Jets with 14 seconds to go in the 2nd quarter. Pressure coming. Fitzpatrick steps up, completes it to Powell. He's got another Jets 1st down. 30-yard field goal attempt for Nick Folk. And this one is good, and that is the end of the 1st half. Yeah, there's no doubt he wants to be the head coach as Bilal Powell picks up where he left off in the 1st half. Stiff arm inside Buffalo territory.
Even though this is an audition for E.J. Manuel, he's shown you that he's not up to the task at this point.
Does complete that one to Robert Woods. That stopped a streak of 5 straight incompletions for E.J. Manuel. Let's see what he does here on 3rd down and 10. Pressure coming. Manuel in trouble, and he is punished. Big hit by Corey Lemonnier, who was just claimed off waivers on Monday from Detroit.
Yeah, interestingly enough, we spoke about it in the break. It's illegal to challenge down by contact. So I think Jeff Triplett actually misannounced what they were challenging. You can't challenge down by contact, but you could challenge a fumble if the ball was fumbled. And that's what they did.
Here comes the blitz. Fitzpatrick gets rid of it, caught by Marshall, and he's in for the touchdown. Jalen Marshall with his 2nd touchdown of the season.
Slammed it into the ground. It came loose half a yard into the end zone. So he's got control of it.
Yeah, the Bills brought 6 guys, couldn't get home. Fitzpatrick knows his outlet. Great job. Nice, accurate throw, and really just the completion was enough.
You've got to bring your feet with you to give you the opportunity to make those throws accurately, and that's where he struggled today and where he's always struggled.
16-yard pickup, longest pass play of the day for the Bills. Williams fumbles, and the Jets recover. Sheldon Richardson recovers the fumble by Williams.
Yeah, he got there at the same time as the handoff pretty much. Well, right there, just through his backhand. Look at that. Boy, that's like a MMA move right there. That's flying back arm, backhand, whatever you want to call it. Knocked that ball out. I think Williams had no idea that that thing was coming in there.
E.J. Manuel is just sitting on the bench, so there's a chance we might see the rookie out of Ohio State in the 4th quarter for the Bills.
He really wanted E.J. Manuel to go out and have a good showing today, but I think he's seen enough.
Folk is good right down the middle. 1st down and 10. First pass attempt for Jones. And he completes it to Sammy Watkins. Goodwin goes in motion on 2nd down and 10. Pryor coming with a blitz. Jones gets rid of it to Charles Clay, who's brought down by Bruce Carter. 4th quarter. Fitzpatrick looking to throw, in trouble, and taken down by Lorenzo Alexander. Now 12.5 sacks on the season. Was sacked a lot this year as Jones fires, and it's intercepted by Revis. His first pick of the year. Revis still going. Darrelle Revis down at the
3. The New York Jets decided to do with Cardale Jones in the game. They figured the rookie who has very little reps and very little practice time and has not seen many exotic looks. They've been throwing every different blitz at him. They've been given a lot of fire zones where they're rushing from one side, dropping from the other. He never really got a chance to set his feet. They were creating pressure right there. He threw the ball a little bit inaccurately before the receiver was ready, and big things happen for the Jets. Revis on the receiving end.
Unfortunately for the Raiders, it'll be Matt McGloin as their quarterback. That one bounces, and no one on the Bills goes to get it. Now Gillislee tracks it down in the end zone.
You can't let it go.
That's a touchdown.
Yeah.
What are the Bills doing? Doug Middleton falls on it for the Jets. Probably the easiest touchdown he'll ever have.
That's just a kind of a traditional onside kick right there, right? That's the way you draw it up.
Yeah, there's no excuse. There's absolutely no excuse for it. They tried to get to salvage something by letting the ball bounce into the end zone and then mishandle it once it got there. You got to tip your hat to the Jets. They hustled to get down there. That's a long run to get there before somebody can fall on a loose ball. The Jets did it.
Yeah, I mean,
it's absolutely, you got to just talk. I mean, there's no excuse for not having somebody field a kick that lands on the 10 or thereabouts. Somebody's got to get over there, and Gillislee.
Well, Gillislee and Brandon Tate were both kind of sitting there. Brandon Tate's like, you got to get on that ball. I mean, as soon as it crossed the line, Gillislee should have been on top of that thing. That's a live football.
That's as bad as Mariah Carey in Times Square last night, that play.
Very solid NFL quarterback. The question is, can he get you? Whoa, you got a wide open receiver down the field.
And Justin Hunter, showboating, lost the football, gets it back. They're saying he was down at the 2. But Justin Hunter should have been able to take that one in the end zone.
That's why Cardale Jones is so intriguing. And once they go up tempo and he has a chance to freelance and get outside the pocket, he makes plays off the page. In this case, it almost turned into a touchdown. But against Darrelle Revis, who almost had a pick 6, can't stay with the young receiver. And
3rd and goal. And they hand it off to Gillislee, and he takes it in. 8th rushing touchdown this season from Mike Gillislee.
Yeah, it always looks hard when you're going to hand it off 3 straight times and everybody in the stadium knows it, but they did punch it in finally. Jets, you can tip your hat. They gave up the big play and then rose up and thought they might get their own 4th down stop here if they got a chance. You're never that far away.
Well, a lot of interesting things that happen both of these organizations. You know, who's going to be the quarterback for each one of them? Is Tyrod Taylor the guy that the Bills can hang their hat on? They're going to make that decision this year. Ryan Fitzpatrick may be playing his last game. A lot of interesting things to happen between the New York Jets and Buffalo Bills.